okay, so maybe, I don't know, a year and a half after I had moved from Delaware to Pennsylvania, I get a phone call that my dad has now booted my stepmother and stepsister out of the house. Like, really? Are you kidding me? Like, I was up your ass for how many years and nothing, nothing, nothing. You know, I'm crazy, I'm crazy, I'm crazy, right? Well, now they're leaving. I never wanted to leave Delaware. I never wanted to leave my dad. I never did. I never did. My dad, my brother, and I took a pact when my mother left and said that we would never, ever leave each other. Never leave each other. I broke that pact. I broke it. I broke it. But I saved myself in doing so. And I will never feel bad about leaving that situation. I will not. I know that I did the right thing, but it hurt that something happened after I left. Anyhow, whatever. You know, so my boyfriend, my now husband, he knew that stepmother. Which is just like now when I go back that, wow, he's been around that long, right? So anyhow, so now they're gone. They're out of there. From what I can remember, she drank way too much one night. I think she swelled up a bit. My dad finally saw it and was like, done, get out. That's what I wasn't there. I don't know. I believe that's what I heard, but I don't know. Anyhow, they moved home. Yes. Well, we'll get into that later. Okay. I was just going to admit something, but we'll get into that later. So anyhow, so, you know, I'm still in Pennsylvania. I'm going back and forth to my dad's house. Very soon after their marriage ended, I don't even know, another year. I don't know. I don't even know if it was that long. I really don't think that it was. My dad ended up meeting, another woman, and her two sons moved in with my dad and my brother. And they ended up getting married a year before me and my husband. So, and they were together up until my dad passed away. I do believe with my dad's third marriage, he finally found the person that he was probably meant to be with, the soul that he was meant to be with this whole entire time. Somehow she tamed him. Somehow she calmed him. Somehow. I don't know how, but she did it. And she really loves my dad. She loved my dad. She really loved my dad. But because I was in Pennsylvania, they were in Delaware, I really wasn't so much a part of that family, which was, oh my gosh, like, you know, from then until now, right? So, you know, like I'm not always with them when they do things. I'm not always involved with them. You know, they have their own family without me in it, like, which is fine. I was here, they were there. Sometimes it hurt, but I understood it. I always understood it. But it did hurt. It hurt. It hurt for years. It did. That they would like do Christmas with all of them together, and then we would be on a separate date. And I'm sure it was because they were all so young and, you know, whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. It is what it is. But I was kind of in a way like separated there. I'm sure partly am I doing, it doesn't matter to me at this point. But I was also, because I was struggling with that back then. So that's why I bring it up. It hurt. It hurt to feel, because back then I felt very excluded. Whatever the reason was, you know, it didn't matter to me. I felt excluded. I never really spoke about that with them. Not until later in my life. I never really said anything. I just tried to get along. I just wanted to get along. I don't want to cause any waves. I love my dad more than anything in the world, and nothing is coming between me and my father. And that's that. And so he's there, he's happy, he's married, he's got the 3 boys down there, I'm up here. I graduate high school. my husband and I, or my boyfriend and I at that time, decided that we thought we should break up, so we broke up. So, well, that doesn't work for me, does it? Because I'm living with his parents and him. So now I'm like, oh no, what are we going to do? And what am I going to do? And because I mean, he saved me. They saved me. You know, now I don't know what to do. Now I'm an adult. Oh, shit. So I called my dad to see if I could move back there. No room at the inn. Okay. Reached out to my mom. And the answer was no. I do believe that was because my stepfather didn't want me coming back. Okay, fine. All right, so I can't go back to either one of my parents' houses. I'm 18 years old. Shit, what do I do? So my mom ends up finding a friend of hers at work, and that friend ended up renting a room to me. And I believe my mom paid for half of it every month, and I paid for the other half, if I remember correctly. Or something like that. I feel like we both paid on it. Lived there, had a few boys, dated around, like whatever. Never stopped messing around with my now husband. And ended up pregnant a little bit later, and bang, decided we were going to get married. Okay, so now we got that going on. So we weren't even dating. I get pregnant. Now we're getting married. All right, so my mom's not happy. Why are you marrying him? He's a drinker. He's miserable. I'm like, I don't know. I love him. I like him. He's nice to me, and he always was good to me. He has a heart of gold, my guy, heart of gold, and always good to me. Took care of me, and he loved me. And so she didn't agree with all of it. I ended up having a miscarriage, like I don't even know, a week before the wedding. I mean, it was like right before the wedding. The wedding was going to be a zoo anyway. I mean, it was just kind of a slap together sort of thing, right? My mom wasn't totally thrilled over any of this. Anyhow, again, my mother and I have differing stories on this, but from what I remember, I had a miscarriage. I ended up in the hospital. I had to get a D&C right before my wedding. I was 19 years old. I don't know. What the heck is going on? I had, at this point I had no health insurance. I mean, like, it was just, what a zoo, right? It was a zoo. And my mom is hollering at me that now you don't need to marry him. Now you don't need to marry him. And I'm like, no, I'm still marrying him, Needless to say, I even brought that up to my mother-in-law. My mom said I shouldn't marry, like, I'm not going to marry him. I'm not going to marry him. She got so angry with me. And I don't blame her, and yeah, like, my mom doesn't want me to marry him. She wants me to wait, blah, 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 blah. And, and she got angry, and I understood. And so, you know what? We got married. And so because I still got married, my mother and I still differ on this one, but this is what happened in my version. And maybe I'm harsh, but this is what happened. All I know is I had a miscarriage and I was beside myself. And the next thing I knew, the church was canceled. We were having a little reception in the little area that was canceled. Everything was just canceled. The organist was canceled. Everything was canceled. And I'm talking like a week before my wedding. I'm lying in bed with a big, gigantic swollen hand because they popped. Oh, it was disgusting. Anyhow, things aren't real right. And I'm praying to God, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, I'm getting married. That's what I'm doing. The people that showed up at my wedding were, my mother did not show up at my wedding. My grandfather also, if I believe correctly, did not show up at my wedding. My grandmother was there. My aunt was there. My dad was there. My stepmother was there. My people were there, but my mom wasn't.